So comment down people that you guys wanted to go.
That you want. I wish you would shut your ass up. What's up, guys? It's your girl Monique back. Oh my god. Back with another video. Today we are going to try something different. There is not going to be a Sunday dinner today, but instead we are going to do a cooking channel.
Cooking with Monique.
Cooking with Monique.
Cooking with Mo.
Cooking with Momo. With Momo. Ew, I don't like that.
Cooking with Mo.
Cooking with Mo. Cooking with Mo. I like that. Cooking with Mo.
Yeah, I like that. Chefing with Mo.
Chefing with Mo. Like, you know, the little.
What
about Twinkle?
Sunday dinner podcast.
No. Cooking with Mo.
What rhymes with Mo that could be cooking? Mo show.
Mo show.
Cooking Mo show. The cooking Mo show.
The cooking Mo show.
The cooking show with Mo.
The cooking show with Mo. I like that.
The cooking show with Mo.
I like that. It's very catchy.
Where we cook Mo. Not less, but Mo. Right? No.
Just keep it simple.
So today we are making Deshay's favorite food. And one of Brooklyn's favorite food. We are going to be making chicken adobo.
So what do you want me to do?
Okay, so you are going to... I asked some of my, like... Ooh, don't do that. I asked some questions to some of my, like...
So how do I cut an onion? You're not supposed to cut the butt.
So what do you do?
Because that makes you cry, right?
Bro, none of y'all wash your hands, bro. That's what I'm saying.
We did. We did wash our hands.
No, you did.
Stop trolling.
I promise y'all did.
So
Mom just did her makeup done for this. Brooklyn digged in the butt and did her line in her hair, and she asked for. And I have no toilet paper in the guest room, the bathroom, and they both came out the guest bathroom. So for a fact, they didn't wash their hands. Diaper, Brooklyn's, Bolly's diaper, and she diarrhea twice.
Shut up. You could be in the next video.
Nah, it's good. I just want to tell them the truth.
But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna start doing this, and I'm gonna have several guests on my channel for these episodes, and so
it's
like
kind of like a
comment good. They know good names. Comment good names.
Comment good names. But the thing about it is, I'm gonna be going to people's houses and cooking in their kitchen. I think that'll be like fun.
So comment down people that you guys wanted to go.
That you want.
I wish you would shut your ass up. I'm already crying from these onions.
That's because you're cutting them like.
Mom, how do I do it? Just cut it in the middle?
Yeah. Okay. Oosh. Okay, so the first things first, we went and got our
chicken.
Make
sure it's not stringy because they've been stringy lately.
What are you talking about?
The chicken. You ever been seeing that?
Oh, I don't. What do you mean? Like seeing it where?
So do I take this off?
So I got this from Whole Foods. I'm trying something different. This is garlic pepper chicken wings. I mean, you could try whatever you want, but I like doing wings. Let's cut it like this. So we are going to cut some onion. There's not a lot of ingredients in this recipe, but pretty much it's sorry, I'm not. So we're going to take Brooklyn. You know how to cut an onion? We don't need a lot. We don't need a lot of onion. So I am going to answer some of the questions you guys have asked as we're cooking. So while you're doing that,
like this, right?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? You can actually just do it. You can just kind of. One of the questions was goals before the year ends. By the way, I love you guys and continue being great in life. Thank you. So what are your goals before the year ends? We're in September, like almost September, October, November, December. So 3 more months. What goals do you have for the rest?
I've learned not to really speak on the goals because a lot of people can prey on your downfall.
and it's more of like a manifestation, like that I like to say to myself. But just know all my goals will be accomplished at the end of the year.
Like lightly speak on them? Like you don't...
I've spoken on them before, but I don't want to keep speaking.
My goals are just like I want to do different things. And we've been doing a lot of production work. We got some more jobs coming up, me and Mike. And then just keep doing those. Oh, I didn't tell you.
For real?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you.
What the heck?
Yeah, so we got some
No,
jobs
I'm so
coming up.
proud of him, y'all.
Thank
I'm so
you.
proud of y'all, man.
Yeah, so we got stuff in the works. As far as content for myself, I just want to keep doing stuff that I really like and enjoy doing. You know,
Is this good?
stuff like that. But I want to just, I don't know. I think I'm with Brooklyn. I'm just going to keep doing and leading myself into a way that's comfortable for me and that I like, stuff that I like to do. So I'm putting all the chicken on here. Okay, so right now we're gonna season
Garlic sea salt.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm gonna put this. Oh, we can put this in here. Oh, we need more onions than that.
Stop pushing me. You're mean, Bolly.
She's been pushing lately. I don't know. I keep telling her stop doing that.
Then we're gonna use onion powder. Me, when I season, I like to use powders more than salts because I don't like it to be salty.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good. I'm learning that I like to do that too. But you need that salt though. Brooklyn.
Yeah, of course you need it, but more powders than salts. Garlic powder.
And I like oniony flavors too.
Onion herb. Onion herbs.
Okay, so these are our onions. They're all cut like this. I don't have measurements for this, but I will show you exactly what I'm doing. Salt. And then you're gonna mix all that up, right? In your hands. Just a little bit more.
All right.
Oops, don't put all that. Okay, so let me answer another question. Another question
Mix it up?
you guys asked, yes, is you want to ask a question?
Is Brooklyn a virgin? Oh, I am not a virgin. It's already out there. Ha.
Yeah, you didn't tell me.
Yeah, I didn't even tell my mom
She didn't tell me.
until I didn't tell my mom. Yeah, I didn't tell my mom when I had first did it. I was scared, and I felt like that conversation was gonna be uncomfortable, which it wouldn't have.
How? Because I always be like, you could have told me, and I'd
I
be like, you
know.
could just tell me. And
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm like,
I don't
Brooklyn,
think
I
it
know you
would've.
did, and you're like, no, I would tell you. So I was like, all right, but it wasn't nothing I didn't want you to be like embarrassed about or whatever. It would have been like a regular conversation.
yeah, I don't know. I was just in my head a lot about that, but yeah, yes, I'm single, and no, I'm not a virgin.
Oof, this onion is making me cry. I swear I'm not crying because you're not a virgin. I'm crying because. Okay. Sorry.
So next what?
Yeah. Okay. So my favorite I would say Deshay's my favorite YouTuber. He's actually really funny too.
Well, yeah, the shade is my favorite YouTuber, and then it goes Dira.
Just add a little bit more to this.
Oh.
So we're gonna add to this, and then
The onions.
the onions.
This is my favorite part. Ooh!
So we're gonna add onions, and then we're gonna add some pre-chopped garlic.
What is your pet peeve?
Get this.
I think my pet peeve is, I have a lot of them.
Yeah, me too.
But one of my biggest pet peeves is when people over explain stuff.
Oh, yes, and I already get
Like,
it.
yeah, I get it, and they just keep talking. Mike does it a lot. Like,
Ooh!
he over explains a lot. And he'll say it really slow, and I'm like, I get it already. But yeah, but sometimes that's good though, because sometimes
That it means they want you to get it.
yeah, or you'll miss something that's important.
Yeah.
But what about yours? What's yours?
That would have to. Oops.
So
That
this
would
is
have
what
to
it
be
looks
mine
like.
too.
Right now we're gonna brown the chicken. We're just gonna put the chicken in here and let it brown. So that's one of yours.
Yeah, that's mine too.
This question is for Brooklyn. Do you wish you was more of a mom than a friend? I think they're trying to say, do I wish I was more of a mom than your friend?
That's a question for you.
No, do you wish I was more of a mom to you than a friend? That's good.
I feel like my mom knows how to balance them both. So I'm very, very grateful that she is more like a friend, because it helps me be able to like talk to her about certain things, and just having that type of bond with your mom is great.
So that's what it looks like. We're gonna start our rice. And this is how we make rice. This is how my Filipino grandma taught me how to make rice.
Wait, did we wash this?
Yeah. We're gonna put water in here and rinse it.
I'll be teaching some of my friends how to make rice too. Like this.
So see how cloudy the water is?
You can also use the water for like hair and things.
So we're gonna just keep rinsing this off. Gonna wash that and keep rinsing it until the water's clear. And so while we're doing that, we'll ask another question. What does happy mean in a relationship? What does a happy relationship mean? That's actually a really good question.
Mean or look like?
Huh?
Like, what does it mean or what does it look like?
Yeah, what does it mean if you're happy in a relationship?
I feel like when you're happy in a relationship, you feel safe with your partner, or you're just like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you just feel safe with him, like where you can be soft, where you can be vulnerable.
But you gotta understand too, like happy is not. It's not.
It comes within with yourself though.
Yeah, but it's not like an ending destination. Like you don't go do everything just to be happy.
Right.
Happy is like, it's a moment. There are moments.
Temporary.
You're gonna be happy sometimes, and sometimes you're not gonna be happy.
Right.
But it's just
and that's okay, because you're not going to be happy in your relationship all the time, and you're not going to, like, you and your partner are just not going to be okay all the time.
Yeah,
it's going to be
and
days.
downs
Yeah,
all
it's
the
going to be
time.
days where y'all don't talk to each other. It's going to be days where y'all are mad at each other, yelling at each other, screaming at each other, and that is okay. And that's what a lot of people don't realize these days, because they think what they see on social media, social media is fake, okay? Of course, couples aren't gonna show you that ugly side of them, because who's gonna show that ugly side on the internet? Nobody wants people to see, even in real life. Like, you don't want to show people when you're not okay with your boyfriend, or you know what I mean?
right.
Or if you're in front of your mom and you and your boyfriend are going through it, like, you don't want to make it seem like y'all are actually going through it you know?
One thing about like my relationship, me and Mike don't argue in public.
Yeah, I never see them argue.
We don't even really argue.
I know when they're mad at each other though. Like, I can feel the vibe.
Yeah, there's
I can read the
definitely
room.
Yeah, you definitely know, but it's not like he won't say anything. I won't say anything.
Yeah, it's not
I'm
like
probably-
petty stuff.
Yeah, I'm probably more likely to say something, but it's my kids know me. You know what I'm saying? They know me, so they know that. Cause Deshae will do it all the time. He'll be like, "What's wrong? You do it too." Or like if I was crying about something, you'll be like, "What's wrong? You was crying, huh?" And I'll be like, "No." So once you put the water in, you put enough water in to where you put your finger in and the top of your finger should touch the rice and the water should touch right here, this part of your finger. And that means you have just the right amount of water. And you will have perfect rice every single time.
Sometimes it's hard to do though, because I be having nails.
So you put your nails in the rice until the top of your finger touches it.
I'm talking about like, how do you know if it's the right thing if you have nails on? If you have long nails on?
You put the nail all the way in the rice, and you touch the top of your finger.
Oh.
Yeah. So while this is browning, that's pretty much brown. Can you turn some of these over this one?
Yeah, I turn them all over now.
Okay. So while that's browning, we're gonna make the sauce for the adobo. I think I want to do it this way. So we're gonna put it in a jar so we can actually So that's up to like
Good soup.
3.
Can I do something?
Yeah. So equal parts of white vinegar.
What is that? Stop until where?
So if that's 3 right there,
6.
if this is 3, yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna probably about 3 scoops.
Ooh, that's a lot of sugar.
It's really not. Okay, we'll do 2.5. And then what we can do is I'm gonna put the lid on and shake it. Go ahead. Oh. You can shake it. One of the questions that I just read was, what's something that you don't like about each other? But maybe we should make that positive and make it something that we do like about each other.
Okay, something I do like about my mom is that she always is there for me, no matter what. And she always, like, has my best interest. Like, you'll never steer me the wrong way, and you'll never want me to go down a path. So you'll try your hardest not to have me go down a path. But sometimes I'm so hard-headed.
Brooklyn is,
Can I pour that in there?
I don't want to say hard-headed, I just think you want to learn for yourself without
A lot of time.
Woo!
That smells so good though. Pour it in there?
I'm gonna let that pretty much simmer. And that. Why don't you go to church anymore?
Things I literally still go to church. I posted a video of me coming back from church. I'm not the type to be like, oh look y'all, I'm at church. Prove anything to y'all. I still go to church.
I haven't been to church in a long time, but I definitely need to go. I need to go to church.
And you don't necessarily have to go to church to have church, but it is good to be in church.
It's a good. It's something positive to do on one day of the week. You know.
Yeah.
I just have to find a good church that I actually like.
And I literally try to like clear my Sundays out for that. Like whatever I try to dedicate my Sundays to that. Hardest lesson you have to learn so far?
Okay.
Really?
Hardest lesson you had to learn so far. So far you believe God has shown you.
Oh, the hardest lesson I had to learn so far is listen to the first red flag in people in general. After they show their true colors, believe them. I feel like that's one lesson that I had to learn that God has been trying to teach me.
I think so much more following your discernment, because I don't think anyone's gonna like see one red flag and be like, oh, I'm not messing with this person anymore. They lied to me about this.
That's what I'm saying. That's the lesson that I have to learn. Which next time, when people show you like who they are, or if you say say I'm like, oh, I show you who I am, whatever, and then I don't believe you, and I still continue to talk to you or still continue to be a friend, you know.
I mean,
you have to trust discernment. You have to trust your discernment,
right,
and know how to walk away from certain situations. That's what I mean by that. Like,
but too, it's like one thing that a person does when you meet someone could be a red flag, right?
Right.
You're not gonna. You'll mentally know where to place that person at in your life. Maybe
that's what I'm saying.
Or you
honestly,
could just be
if
like,
you feel like you learned from it, you'll be able to be strong enough to be able to walk away from that one thing.
Right.
You know, because
Right.
you've learned from that. Like what happened in the past brought you to like that, all that pain, all that darkness. Then it's like, you don't want to go through that again. So after that one thing, it's over. It's done. You know what I mean?
right.
And that's my biggest thing. Like
Just
right now, I always pray for strength and guidance because of things like that. If I need to have the strength to walk away from somebody after one thing, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Yeah, I just know us as humans, period, we don't.
It's hard.
We usually don't walk away after one thing.
Of course.
We'll just be like, oh, that's this person's like personality, or that's who they are as a person, like, and maybe we can work around that or something like that, but yeah, it's just.
But that's just me personally.
So it's like, if you're saying as you're like how you deal with red flags and stuff, I'm saying as a parent, like I want to say, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that, because I know from personal experience. But not knowing, you have to learn on your own. Like you have to go through your red flags. You have to go through your, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that in order to learn.
Oh, like before you learn the lesson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas I'll see it way ahead of time, and I'll be like, Brooklyn, don't do this, or you might want to watch for this, because I've seen something that I've already been through. So trying to stop you from going.
Oh, you're saying
through certain
you as
things
a parent?
As a parent, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Cause I'm thinking you're talking to like, cause I'm talking about for me.
Yeah.
But you're talking about for a parent. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like I'm saying I have to watch you go through
certain
life
things you've gone
that
through.
I've already gone through. So sometimes I'm gonna be like, hey, I've seen this type of personality before, or maybe you should handle this like this, or because this could be the outcome if you don't do that. Whereas you don't know because you've never experienced it. So you're going to be like, oh, I'm just going to do it my way. Mm-hmm. And it might be the same thing that I've already told you, but it's like you still have to go through that for yourself so you can learn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had to learn certain lessons on my own as well. Like my mom would tell me stuff, and
That's my biggest thing, though. I always want to learn a lesson on my own.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's okay to listen.
Hardest lesson that I've had to deal with so far that I believe God has shown me.
The rice is done.
Okay. I think one of the hardest lessons I've had to learn was I think it falls in the same category. Is like kind of when people show you who they are, like believe them.
Yeah.
Me, it's like I'm afraid to find out who people are, like in a way. Like I don't want to see the bad side of. If I call someone my friend, or if I call someone,
I put a lot of stuff beside people. How do you say it?
benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I give a lot of people the benefit.
Yeah, me
of the
too.
doubt.
I do a lot too. I just don't want to see that side of people. Like I don't want to know that a person can be like a
It's like
certain
an
way.
ick almost.
Yes, it's like a hurt. Like it's like a like damn. Cause
Ooh!
let me see. Perfect rice every single time. Let's look at the adobo.
That's
Biggest lie or misconception about you?
that I'm a cheater. That I'm a cheater and I lie about everything. That's my biggest. That's one. I did it.
And sometimes it's just like, it's hard when you can't. It's like you feel like you have to prove to people something.
Yeah,
you know.
I've learned the older I get, like I used to always try to prove myself. Even in certain situations, I'll try to prove myself, but it's like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, people don't care. Why am I sitting here trying to prove something to somebody that don't care, that don't know me,
Right.
that doesn't sit there and have conversations with me, haven't had one conversation with me, don't have my number, don't talk to me on the phone, like, you know?
Right.
And that's one thing that I had to just really
Get outside your head. Like,
yeah, kind of just like strengthen my mindset for that, because that's not easy, especially if it's a lie and it's a bad lie. So, I mean, it's a bad thing that they're trying to put on your name and things like that. So it's like, it's not easy. I literally, some days I'll have to just get off social media, like, because I'll see things and I would catch myself like replying to somebody like a stupid comment, but I'm like, what am I doing?
right.
Like, these people,
They don't know you.
yeah.
Exactly.
What about you?
What was the question? Biggest lie or misconception about me? That I'm soft and like scary and stuff like that. Like, or I'm a bad mom. Both of those. Those are two things. Like, I don't feel like, I mean, people have their, you know, like they have their opinions about like parenting and stuff like that. I actually think I've always wanted to parent my kids how I parent them. You know, I always feel like I wanted them to be able to come to me and talk to me about stuff. I feel like, you know, it's everyone's like, oh, why are you Brooklyn's friend more than her mom? It's like, but I learned from my mom how to be my mom's friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom and I were very close. It was like, she was never just like, she was strict, kind of, but she was also someone I could talk to. So when I did have like scary situations in life, or when I was going through stuff, I could always go talk to her. And I've always wanted you guys to be like that towards me. But my mom was kind of strict in a way that it made us have low self-esteem sometimes, you know, to where like if things were to happen to me, like bad things were to happen to me, I'd be too afraid to speak up, because she always told me like, don't like, be quiet, don't talk unless you're spoken to and stuff like that, where I want my kids to be able to speak up for themselves, because like it saves you from a lot of stuff. Like, say for example, like, and you know, God forbid anything to happen, but like people get molested all the time, you know, and kids, I want my kids to have a strong voice, like, no, this is wrong, you're not supposed to do it. I don't want them to not be disrespectful to adults, but adults can be wrong sometimes too, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want my kids to be afraid of their voice. I want them to be confident and speak loudly about who they are and how they feel about stuff, you know. And that's one thing. Like me, I can be a little timid sometimes. My advice is like, okay, Brooklyn, just be quiet about it, you know. Whereas like sometimes I want a voice or a bigger voice, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, so, and then about, you know, me being like, you know, I guess my personality is just very soft-spoken.
And that's okay.
Yeah, but it's
When
not.
somebody disrespects you, that's when, you know, you...
Like, I've never been in a fight in my life. Never. But I just kind of want to get in one day.
You kind of got to stay sharp, Mom. Get in the boxing ring.
No, I want to get in a brawl. Like, somewhere. I just want us all to be fighting.
Don't say that.
Not me one-on-one with somebody, but just like, I just never been in a fight, like, ever. I pushed a girl one time because she was on their dad when we were in college. And I already knew she was going to be like talking to him. But like when I went over there, I saw her standing over him and I just pushed her hard and she fell into the lamp. I got so scared because she was big. I didn't expect for her to fall. And then I was like, I told him, I was like, you better come bring your ass back to the house right now. But I was scared that bitch was about to get up. So I left fast. Everyone was laughing though, because I guess when I pushed her, she was telling him how great of a person I was. That's what they said. He could have been
what
like,
my dad said.
Yeah. He said she was like,
How was she over him?
She was like this.
On his knees?
He was sitting on a chair. Because in my mind, he left me at this house for a long time. And we were at the house next door had a lot of girls over there. And these were all football players. We were at their house. So he left me there for so long. And I was like, if I walk over there and he's like in a room with a girl or with a girl, I'm about to be so mad, you know? So I walk over there. And there's a bunch of football players like standing up in the living room. And I moved through. Buck was there too. I moved through him. And Jamel's sitting on a chair. And she has her hands right here. And she's just leaning over and talking to him like in his face like this.
She's not telling him how good of a
I
person
grabbed her
you
by
are.
a neck and I threw her. No,
She's
even
not telling him how good of a person you are.
The guy said that too.
Mom, respectfully, if a
That's what
girl
I
is
said
telling
too.
Mom, listen. If a girl is telling your man about how good of a person you are, that means she respects you enough to be telling him like this. Your girl is such a good person. She's not gonna be all his face bent over like, yeah, your girl is such a good person. No.
I said the same thing. Cause she said, everyone said this. They said she was like, dude, your girlfriend's hella cool. And she said right when she said that, I came and I pushed her into the lamp. When she came over there, she was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I was literally just telling him how cool of a person you are. I'm like, just how you're telling me right now, you could have been telling him the same way. Like, just the distance that you are from me.
Okay, she might have been saying that, but she had other intentions.
Yeah, so. She thought he was going to be like, oh, don't worry about her. He probably did say that. But yeah,
with it.
I didn't get I've never been in a fight. But, what do y'all think you'd be doing if you had regular jobs?
Be a doctor.
I would be a teacher. Or I would work in the entertainment industry still. Why don't you ever put your daughter Brooklyn in check when she's wrong?
My mom does.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Yeah, no,
But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we had a reality show, then y'all would be. I feel like if we had a reality show, a lot of people would really see what goes on.
Yeah.
Like, actually see.
Like, I'm not
all
gonna...
this YouTube stuff, all that is fake. All that is fake. I'm talking about real reality, the raw, uncut us. Y'all would really see, and I honestly think they would enjoy us. But y'all would see the ugly and y'all would see the bad. But since she's not gonna put a camera like, you did this and you did that, like blah blah blah. All right, let me post that.
Yeah.
What?
No, a lot of times when stuff happens, or we'll even argue like while we're filming or something, or like there's been plenty of times Deshae and Brooklyn got in an argument. Me and Deshae got into it. Me and Brooklyn get into it during an argument. We don't post that. Like, we'll cut that out. Or I'll tell Brooklyn, like, you know, like we have discussions all the time, but like she said, I'm not gonna check her publicly. Sometimes I do. I mean, not really, but it's like.
But that's like correcting your girl in private. Like, if you're in a relationship, you're not gonna correct your girl in front of all these people. If blue is blue and she's saying blue is red, you're not gonna be like, blue is blue. No, you're gonna be like, yeah, blue is red. And then in private, you're gonna be like, blue is blue. But I'm not gonna, you know, I'm
yeah,
always...
like we have lots, just like any family, you guys. Like we deal with each other off camera. We have real conversations. We have real situations, real arguments, real text messages, real, you know, like all of that. Like I'm not gonna screenshot our text messages and do that. But you know, it's like sometimes we're people, we're humans. So like when the negative stuff happens, or when stuff that we don't want is publicized, and then we have to like fight through like,
And I feel like
our supporters and stuff, like, to try and, you know, then it gets like, that's when real emotions come. That's when real stuff happens, you know.
And I feel like a lot of people forget that since we're in the light, we're not human, and we have to be just these perfect people. When really we bleed like y'all, we shit like y'all, we pee like y'all, we make mistakes like everybody else. But since we're in the eye, it's like, oh, you're wrong, you're bad, you're a bad person. Oh, you're shitting or taking a shit right now. Whoa, that's crazy. You know, like
I farted like 10 times in the car dealership today.
like, you know.
Like 10
But
times.
I think that's enough.
So this is what our food looks like, you guys. Show you guys.
Let's try it on camera.
That's what it looks like.
Ready?
Yes. So we're gonna try this on camera for you guys.
I'm hungry. Ready?
Okay. Hold on.
Ready?
Hold on. You gotta do bon appetit. That's good. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching this. Let me know if you guys like this, and I'll put other people in my cooking vlogs. Yeah, so let me know what you like, what could be done different, what you guys want to see more. But thank you, Brooklyn, for being on the podcast, the cooking podcast, I guess. Oh, and let me know some name ideas that you guys like too. But yeah, see you later.